Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where we celebrate the power of words and the beauty of storytelling. Join us on this journey as we delve into the minds of successful authors and small business owners who have mastered the art of crafting captivating narratives that inspire, educate, and entertain. Prepare to be inspired as we explore the boundless possibilities that come from sharing stories and experiences that shape our lives and ignite our passions. Through heartfelt conversations and insightful discussions, we uncover the wisdom and creativity that fuel these incredible individuals in their pursuit of greatness. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let the magic of storytelling transport you to new worlds and perspectives. Get ready to be inspired, informed, and uplifted as we embark on this storytelling journey together. Stay tuned for an episode filled with wisdom, inspiration, and the power of words. Welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show, where stories come alive. Let's begin this adventure together. Don't miss out on the opportunity to connect with some of the most talented and compelling voices in literature today. Tune in and let the journey begin.
Hello and welcome to the Hollis Chapman Show. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Hollis. I'm here with you live today. First week down, 51 more weeks to go. Okay. Hey, we're talking about quarter one. Authors, small business owners, what have you tweaked for the 2026 year? This is quarter one. Okay. We're going to get through these 4 quarters together. We're going to grow. We're going to expand. We can get more books sold. We get more people through the door for you. All right. What we did this week, last couple of days, we talked to a few guests and we talked to, we threw questions out there about the quarter and how we can kind of get bigger. And we, just like the title says today, how authors and small business owners get seen, heard, and paid. That's very important, right? So this 30-minute format is designed to educate you, position you as an authority. That's what we're trying to do. And we want that to happen to you too. And convert listeners into clients. Okay, so Podbean is doing a great job. Again, I kind of promote them and pat them on the back every week, but they're doing a nice job putting stuff out there for us and make it easier for people, our guests, to get on board and spread the word about Podbean. That's very important, okay? Without sounding too pushy, we can sit there and send some things their way so we can get clients. You don't want to get too pushy. You don't want to get too salesy. But we want clients. Just like you want clients. You want books sold. You want people to walk through your door. Okay? So this structure every Friday throughout quarter one just changed examples of great mentions and great guest mentions on the show. And that's what we're going to do. Okay? So welcome to our podcast episode, a journey from creating a story to bringing it to screen. And again, if you look at our studio board here in Podbean, we got a nice little example. Look here, Northrop Broken and Forever Home. We put her as a sample for y'all to see. This is on our Roku channel, the Hollis Chapman Show. All right, so one of our guests, we kind of fix up everything and put the podcast on the TV channel. So think about this. You're sitting there at home, you're watching some TV, and all of a sudden you're on Roku and you see your stuff on Roku. And that's what she's doing. That's what she's seeing right now. Okay, so it's on a historical fiction. It don't really matter, but it's there. They're very excited. Okay, she was very excited to have that there. So things that go on screen, you get more eyeballs. So she'll get more eyeballs to her book for being on TV. Okay, now you're working together, promoting together, and TV and Connect TV, that's a big thing. Now, across our feed, we're getting a lot of different a lot of different companies creating platforms for people to sit there and create channels. Okay, well, we already have it in place, but that just tells me it's getting very popular. And if people are copying you, that means there's some interest there. That means things are going well. And if you get there and start looking through your feeds, you see other channels or other companies building platforms for you to get on TV, that means things are going. Okay, advertisers and companies will spend billions in the next few years on getting on TV, getting on Roku, getting on Amazon Fire and Netflix and so on, so on, so on. The advertising dollars are going that way. Don't be left alone. Okay? Don't be left behind. Okay? Work with us. We can get you on there. Okay? So we are honored to be joined by 3 experts in the industry who will share their insights and experience with us. So we sent out a questionnaire and told what we're going to talk about today. And our first one is Jan. Our first guest is Jan, a successful author who brought her stories to life on screen through collaboration with small businesses. Work together. Don't be shy. Small business, work together. Jan, can you tell us about your journey from writing your book to seeing it come alive on screen? Okay. And she told us a little bit. She said, "Thank you, Hollis, for having me on the podcast." Her journey started with writing a story that was passionate about what she believed in. Passion. I'm passionate. You're passionate. That's so important. Once she had the manuscript ready, her book, she knew she needed to find a way to bring it to a wider audience. Do you think so? Small business owners, authors, do you want to bring it to a wider audience, not just doing podcast tour or do your regular marketing? You got to bring it to a wider audience without sitting there to a lot of footwork. The book signings and all that kind of stuff is great, but that can wear you out. So you put something together and get it on TV and it goes global. Okay? So that's when she started reaching out to small businesses that align with the theme of her story and offered them the opportunity to collaborate on bringing the story to the screen. And I've been talking about this a while, talking to some authors about putting stuff on screen. Because I'm very passionate about that. And just, again, all our authors are great. All our guests are great. So a lot of these will be great on screen. As a trailer, a trailer to get you all fired up, and then you have your website there. You can send them back to your book. Okay, to your website. Okay. This not only helped her gain visibility and reach new audience, but also allowed her to generate income through partnership and sponsorships. Like I said, don't just let the book be your only revenue stream because it may not fly as fast as you want, so it'll get frustrating. Don't own that, as a small business owner, this is another way to get revenue stream without having to sit there and be at the front door without hiring somebody else. This would be another great revenue stream. Selling T-shirts, whatever you can do, whatever you can create. Selling hats, doing certain things. I was watching stuff on George Lucas, Star Wars, when it first started out, years and years ago. I can't remember the first one came out, but years and years ago, he put it together. Hard times. Nobody wanted to do it. They finally got somebody to do it. He was offered $350,000. That was his salary. And that was, again, very meager back then, or very big back then, meager now. Long story short with that, he said, okay, you don't want to market and produce this. I won't take a salary. I'll take the back end on merchandise and the back end of the movie success. And and we all know now how big Star Wars is, multiple spinoffs from that. Plus, he's making billions from merchandise. Okay? So don't just let that slide by. Merchandise is a big part of what you do. Maybe your T-shirt has your book cover on it. Maybe it has a ball cap with your saying on it. So you work together with somebody, work with us, and create some T-shirts, create some things. You never know where your revenue will come from. Okay? So keep that in mind. Take notes of that. So John is our next guest, a small business owner who has collaborated with authors to bring their stories to life on screen. John, can you share with us the benefits of collaborating with authors as a small business and a small business owner? So he sent us back then. Now, again, this is a question we sent to them just to give us some ideas, okay? And John said, absolutely. Collaborating with authors has been a fantastic way for him to showcase his